Hello, I'm Vaishali Kohli and you're watching NewsX. Let's begin with the top story. Now, in a major statement, former Union Minister and senior Congress leader P. Chidambaram has described the 1984 Operation Blue Star as a wrong move. Speaking at a literature festival in Himachal Pradesh, Chidambaram spoke of the June 1984 army operation aimed at flushing out terrorists from the Golden Temple in Amritsar. Chidambaram stated that the operation was the wrong way to reclaim the Golden Temple, with former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi paying for the mistake with her life. Moreover, the Congress leader went on to say that Indira Gandhi cannot be blamed solely for the same, as it was a cumulative decision of the army, police, the intelligence and the civil services. Let's in fact listen in to what he said.
No disrespect to any service officers, military officers here, but that was a wrong way to retrieve the Golden Temple. Few years later, I think 3-4 years later, we showed the right way to retrieve the Golden Temple by keeping out the army.
You're talking about Black Thunder, the second operation?
I think you have...
I've delved into that also, but before...
You have dealt with very sketchily and in passing. I don't think you did.
Now, this is of course a very big and a very straightforward statement coming from former Union Minister and senior Congress leader P. Chidambaram. He is absolutely in a very, very straightforward way spoken about the 1984 Operation Blue Star. And of course, he's also called it, quote unquote, the wrong move. He's also, I mean, of course, his statement was where he was at the Literature Festival in Himachal Pradesh, where he spoke about this. And he's also said that it was aimed at flushing out terrorists from the Golden Temple in Amritsar, called it a wrong move. I have my colleague Anand Singh joining me with more details, with fresh updates. Anand, over to you.
Yeah, Vaishali, look, the way in which now former Union Minister and senior Congress leader P. Chidambaram has opened up on Operation Blue Star. He said that he means no disrespect to any of the military officers here, but that means Blue Star was a wrong way to retrieve the Golden Temple. And then he mentioned that how a few years later we showed the right way to retrieve the Golden Temple by keeping out the army. So clearly he then mentioned that Blue Star was the wrong way. And I agree that Mrs. Gandhi paid with her life for that mistake, but that mistake was a cumulative decision of the army, the police, the intelligence,
Anand,
and the
we
civil
have our
service.
guest joining us. I'll come back to you. We have Mr. Majinder Singh Sirsa, Delhi Cabinet Minister, Mr. R.P. Singh, BJP National Spokesperson, Major General Sudhakar, former Indian Army officer and defense expert, joining me. We also have Ellen Rao, former DCP, Delhi Police. I'd like to go over to you, Mr. Majinder Singh Sirsa, to begin with. Now, this is a rather straightforward statement coming in about Operation Blue Star. Your comments, sir? All right, we'll try and reconnect with Mr. Sirsa. My colleague Anand Singh is back with me on the line. Anand, please give us more details.
So clearly, P. Chidambaram has mentioned that only Mrs. Gandhi should not be counted for taking a decision for moving the Indian Army inside Golden Temple to flush out the terrorist act. It was a cumulative decision of the army, the police, the intelligence bureau, and several others. So clearly, he has mentioned that how only blaming Indira Gandhi will be wrong. And you cannot blame it only on Mrs. Indira Gandhi, would you? So clearly, P. Chidambaram has asked that why should only Indira Gandhi be blamed for moving the Indian Army inside the Golden Temple in 1984 to flush out the terrorists during Operation Blue Star, whereas he also mentioned that how later on the next Congress government showed that how without allowing the army to enter the premises of the Golden Temple, the terrorist camps can be brought out of the temple. So clearly, whatever questions were being raised on Indira Gandhi's decision to move army inside the Golden Temple, he said she should not be blamed for it, as it was a collective decision that was taken by the then leadership, including with the police officials, the army, and the intelligence bureau, which all were involved in moving the Indian army inside the premises of the Golden Temple. Back to you, Vesa.
Anand, now I want to also ask you here, now this is a very, very direct statement that he's made, and about Operation Blue Star. Are there any more reactions coming on Chidambaram's statement?
Yeah, Vaishali, look, if we talk about Congress party especially, then Congress is yet to comment on P. Chidambaram's view, as Chidambaram is a very senior Congress leader, and he has worked with several of the Gandhi family members in the past. We have seen that how his tenure was also with Rajiv Gandhi, and then during Indira Gandhi also. So clearly, his statement matters, and what he has said, the way in which people blamed Indira Gandhi, and he mentioned very categorically that how Indira Gandhi had to pay with her life for that mistake, and that mistake cannot be blamed on her entirely, as it was a collective decision from the Army, Intelligence Bureau and Police. So clearly, none of the Congress leaders have reacted on P. Chidambaram's statement, but
all right, Anand, thank you for those details, and I have Mr. R.P. Singh, BJP national spokesperson, joining me. Now, sir, this is a very direct statement coming from Mr. P. Chidambaram about Operation Blue Star. Your comments, sir?
Well, P. Chidambaram is right when he says that the king is provided, and there was another option which happened after Operation Black Thunder, in which the electricity and water was cut off the Harimandir Sahib, the Golden Temple. The militants surrendered thereafter. But Ms. Gandhi picked up the date also with the intention. The whole of that was part of her bigger plan of electoral objective. And electoral objective was to win elections of 1984. And in her mind, it was that she can probably raise up the national fervor in the country by attacking Golden Temple and attacking Harimandir Sahib, and then painting Sikh anti-national, the most nationalist community as anti-national. This was all planned much in advance. Remember, even during 82, the way the Sikhs were not allowed to enter Delhi. And all of them were checked outside Delhi. They were humiliated. At that point aside, the Operation Blue Star was selected only keeping in mind the 1984 election, which was due somewhere in December, the parliamentary election. And then she thought that she will, on the wave of nationalism, she'll ride the wave of nationalism and win election.
But Mr. Singh, he's also clearly stated about, he's solely said that, Ms. Indira Gandhi cannot be blamed for this. Why do you think this statement is coming in at this point in time?
Well, he was there on a book launch about the killing of Mrs. Gandhi. I'm not going through the book. I'll have to go through that book, but there is something little, the death of Mrs. Gandhi. But I strongly feel Mrs. Gandhi got trapped in her own of the winning election, and then she got killed in that process, and that ultimately led to the butchering of 3,006 in Delhi and almost 30,000 Sikhs in Punjab. The people who suffered the most, and the most nationalist community suffered the most because of the political game.
Now, of course, I have with me Major General Sudhakar Ji. He's a former Indian Army officer and defense expert. Major General, this is a very big statement coming in from Mr. P. Chidambaram. Your comments, sir?
Yeah, Vaishali, firstly, thank you for getting me on phone up. And ideally speaking, I would refrain commenting on an issue like this, because being a military man, we are expected to remain apolitical. There is a political leader, former distinguished and very esteemed Home Minister, who made a comment. But as a citizen of India, not as a military man, I have a right to respond to this particular point. I must apprise and also let everyone know in the environment that ours is one of the oldest and largest democracy. And in a democracy, there are 4 pillars of democracy. The pillars are legislature, executive, judiciary, and media. Does army figure anywhere? No. Army is one of the instruments to ensure security. It comes a couple of steps later. Initially, you start with the law and order. You apply the law and order resources to enforce law and order. Thereafter, once it turns violent, then you keep putting those preventive measures on an escalatory matrix. You go in for armed police, and thereafter, final stage, application of army in any kind of role is a national decision. It is a national resource. We are not like Pakistan, where the army has got a country. We are a democracy.
Major General, sir, thank you for this comments. We'll speak about this now. We're joined with with us is Kamaljeet Sehrawat, who is the BJP MLA. Okay, sorry about that. We have Mr. Majinder Singh Sirsa, who is the Delhi Cabinet Minister. Mr. Sirsa, this is a very important statement about Operation Blue Star coming in from P. Chidambaram. Your comments on this, please.
कुछ नहीं है, ये देखिए, एक तो उन्होंने एडमिट किया है, इससे बड़ा एडमिशन नहीं हो सकता कि उनकी ऐतिहासिक भूल थी, और ऐतिहासिक भूल की कुछ ही छोटी कीमत नहीं चुकानी पड़ी सिखों को। हजारों बेगुसर सिख मारे गए, श्री दरबार साहब पे हमला हुआ है, काल तख्त साहब को तोप टेमकों से गिरा दिया गया। लेकिन ये कहना कि वो इंडिविजुअल फैसला नहीं था, ये गलत है। ये तब की प्रधानमंत्री का एक कॉन्शियस डिसीजन था, इन दैट टू रिगार्डिंग उनके मन में जो नफरत थी सिखों के प्रति, उसके चलते डिसीजन लिया गया, और उसके लिए कोई और जिम्मेवार नहीं है। जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पोस्ट पर बैठी थी, जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पे फैसला लेना था जिन्होंने, ये उनका था, और कांग्रेस पार्टी ने इन होल फैसला लिया। तो आज उनको इस ब्लेम में से उनको बाहर निकालना, उनको इसमें से बाहर जगह देनी, ये गलत है। किसी भी सूरत के अंदर उनको इससे दोष मुक्त नहीं किया जा सकता। शी इज द रिस्पॉन्सिबल, और कांग्रेस तब की रिस्पॉन्सिबल थी, है। और अब इधर उधर की बातें करते, कभी आर्मी का नाम लेते हैं, कभी किसी का। जब एक प्रधानमंत्री ने फैसला ही ले लिया कि आपने जाके हमला करना, तो कौन रोकेगा उस फैसले को? कौन उस फैसले में अड़िगत बन सकता था? कौन उस फैसले को रुकवा सकता था? कोई भी नहीं। तो अभी तक तो ये पिछले 30 साल से इसके नाम से हर तरह की रोटियां सेक रहे थे। आज इनको अपनी ये हिस्टोरिकल भूल का एहसास हुआ है, लेकिन अब कह रहे हैं कि ब्लेम जो है उस पे तब की प्रधानमंत्री पे नहीं होना चाहिए। ये कैसे हो सकता है? ये तो किसी भी सूरत में नागवार है, ना ऐसा कोई संभव है, ना थी। उन्होंने खुद किया है, और इसका ब्लेम उन्हीं पे है, और किसी पे नहीं जा सकता।
मजिंदर जी, मुझे आपसे पूछना है कि ये लिटरेचर फेस्टिवल था हिमाचल प्रदेश में, जहाँ पे मिस्टर पी चिदम्बरम ने ये स्टेटमेंट दिया। आपको क्यों लगता है कि ये स्टेटमेंट इसी समय पे क्यों आ रही है?
देखिए, मुझे नहीं पता। एक दो बातें, मैं इस बात पे तो मैं कुछ नहीं कह सकता, उनको पता होगा। लेकिन एक बात तो आपको मानना होगा ना कि उन्होंने ये तो माना है ना कि हिस्टोरिकल ब्लंडर किया उन्होंने। अब इतिहास में जो आपने पाप किए हैं, गलतियां की हैं, आप उनको अगर 40 साल भी मानोगे तो गलती रहेगी। क्या 40 साल मानने के बाद गलती खत्म तो नहीं हो जाएगी? लेकिन कम से कम आज पूरी कांग्रेस को और गांधी परिवार को इस बात का जवाब तो देना चाहिए कि वो कह रहे हैं, वो तो मान रहे हैं कि ये पाप है और ये गलती हुई है, तो कम से कम उसका जवाब तो कांग्रेस को अब देना चाहिए।
मजिंदर जी, उन्होंने सीधे तौर पे कहा है कि इंदिरा गांधी को ब्लेम नहीं किया जा सकता ऑपरेशन ब्लू स्टार के लिए। आपका इस पे क्या कहना है?
तो क्या डोनाल्ड ट्रंप को ब्लेम करें या आपको ब्लेम करें? किसको करें? देश के प्रधानमंत्री की ही जिम्मेवारी थी। देश के प्रधानमंत्री ने फैसला लिया, तब तो सारी कांग्रेस की ढोल बजा बजा के कहती थी, तब तो इसका क्रेडिट लेते थकते नहीं थे ये। और मैंने पहले कहा कि 30 साल से तो इसी नाम की रोटियां सेक रहे थे ये लोग। तो आज ये कैसे कह देंगे? बताएं किसका है? अगर नहीं था तो और किसका था फैसला ये? और अगर देश की प्रधानमंत्री का फैसला नहीं था तो फिर तो उससे भी बड़ी शर्म की बात है कि कोई और फैसले कर गया उनके रहते।
मजिंदर,
किसी भी दोष मुक्त नहीं किया जा सकता।
जी सर। मजिंदर जी, हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए NewsX पे बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। और अब हमारे साथ हैं, नाउ वी आर विद मेजर जनरल सुधाकर जी, फॉर्मर इंडियन आर्मी ऑफिसर एंड डिफेंस एक्सपर्ट। All right, so we'll try and get back on the line with him. The call has gotten disconnected. But in the meantime, I'd like to apprise our viewers of this latest development coming from a literature festival in Himachal Pradesh, where Congress leader P. Chidambaram has made a very big comment on the Operation Blue Star. And now I have Mr. L.N. Rao, who is the former DCP of Delhi Police, joining me. Mr. L.N. Rao, this is a very big comment coming in from Mr. P. Chidambaram. Your comments on this, sir?
Good morning, and to all your viewers. The comment by Chidambaram on Blue Star operation is really shocking, and it should be probed whether it's worth doing or not. And it's really a great concern about the past incident because which shocked the country in 1984. So the government should take care of these things. So how what were the circumstances which Chidambaram had given this comment?
Mr. Rao, I also want to ask you that now this is a direct comment on also his thoughts about Indira Gandhi, who he says should not be blamed for the Operation Blue Star. What do you have to say for that?
No, that the lady and the Prime Minister is no more. Anything saying about the person who is no more here on earth, that is always commended, but I condemn it. That is not worth of any importance. Because any comment, if it is there, that could be for the live person who is living a person. Not for that person, if he say anything about it, that is not required, or that is not it's a good statement by any person having sense of mind.
Thank you, Mr. Rao, for joining me today.